Hello. In this video we are going to review the Fluke vibration measurement and analysis device, model 805/805 FC. First, we take a look at the appearance of the box. On the box it says Fluke vibration meter 805/805 FC. The technical specifications written here apply to both the 805 and 805 FC models. At the bottom it says FC version only. These two features belong only to the FC model. This is mostly related to software. For example, it says compatible with Connect Mobile, meaning you can connect it to a mobile app and link it to mobile software for sharing live data and information. To be honest, I am not exactly sure what the second feature is. Overall, the base features are those of a general vibration measurement device. We will go into more details later. Now let us see what is inside. Here we have the catalogs, which we will not focus on. There are some additional catalogs as well. We do not need to deal with them. This is the USB communication cable for connecting to a computer with connectors on both ends. This is the carrying case. And now, the device itself. If I want to talk about this device, it does not have a separate sensor. It is a pen-type device. That means wherever you want to measure vibration, you have to press the device body directly against the machine's surface. I can say this is one of the best models I have seen in this category. There are many vibration measurement devices. Most of them have a cable, a separate sensor, and a magnet. There are also many models, mostly Chinese, that do not have a separate sensor and instead have the sensor integrated and attached to the device. One problem with those is that depending on the user's applied force and the way they hold the device, different people may apply different pressure, resulting in different readings. In the Fluke 805, both FC and non-FC versions, there is a pressure sensor built in underneath, which we will check together. If I hold it with a certain pressure and another person holds it with less pressure, the device detects this and will not take the measurement. It tells you to apply more pressure. Other devices do not do this, and you end up seeing to different values. Let us turn it on. For now, I select No. The screen is divided into three sections. At the top, it shows the bearing condition. At the bottom, it shows overall vibration and temperature, and some other values like revolutions per minute. The revolutions per minute sensor is here, and the temperature sensor is also here. The temperature sensor is laser-based. In the overall settings, you can select units such as G or meters per second squared, RMS or peak, or you can integrate it to show velocity in millimeters per second or inches per second, or integrate again to show displacement in millimeters or micrometers. The overall section is complete and supports the main units. Based on ISO standards and the type of machine you define here, along with the measured overall vibration, it shows you the bearing condition according to the standard. I cannot say for sure whether that data is fully valid or not. Personally, I prefer to read the overall data myself and, based on the conditions, decide at what vibration level it should be considered an alarm or a danger level. We can mention standard 10816 here, although there are several standards related to this topic. You can also see the temperature here, which we will test as well. There is an indicator light at the top, and this is the backlight. If we open this section, you can see the communication port for connecting to a computer, and here you can connect a separate accelerometer sensor. That means a connector, cable, sensor, and magnet can be attached, allowing you to mount the sensor with a magnet wherever you want. This port is available, but the connector, cable, sensor, and magnet must be purchased separately. They are not included in the standard package. The standard package only includes the integrated sensor at the tip of the device. Now let us move on to testing. Before that, let us briefly look through the menus. I go into Setup. Here you can define the revolutions per minute range. We go back. What is machine category for? Let me bring up the main screen. This is the section that shows bearing information. As I mentioned, it works based on ISO standards. When you wanted to evaluate based on the standard, you need to define your machine, what type it is, how many kilowatts, whether it is horizontal or vertical, and what RPM it operates at. You can either enter the RPM manually or measure it using the device. So you need to enter the basic machine information. This is done in the Setup menu. There are different options here. It is also worth mentioning that this model comes with software you can install on a computer. However, it is not for vibration analysis, it is only for trending and data logging. For example, you can define your machine and store 1 or 2 years of data on the computer to observe how the machine condition changes over time. We go back. Creating a new setup is not something we will cover now. Now let us go into device settings. Here you can define the units, acceleration in G or meters per second squared, velocity in inches per second or millimeters per second, and displacement, which is obtained by integration. I go back into the setup again. There is nothing else particularly special there. Now let us bring in the shaker, which we are using as our main vibration source. I have reduced the ambient light to make the display easier to read. I set the frequency to 100 Hz. And for example, I want to generate 5 meters per second squared. RMS. I check here to make sure the units are the same. As you can see, this is also set to meters per second squared, RMS. Now when I hold the measure button, it tells me it is waiting for sufficient pressure. This is exactly that pressure sensor I mentioned earlier, located under the probe tip. This prevents different measurements due to different applied forces from different users because the applied pressure has a significant effect on the measurement result. I hold the measure button and increase the pressure. It is not very visible, but the top light turns green. The source was set to 5, and here it shows 4.5. Let us try again. The source is still at 5, and now it shows 5.06. Among all the devices with integrated sensors that I have tested, I can say this is the best model I have seen and worked with. We tested it for calibration laboratory purposes, and it performed excellently. Across all ranges, considering that the sensor is integrated, it gave very good results. It is a very valuable device, but unfortunately it also has a high price. In future videos, we will be reviewing more devices together. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.